The Mind of Evil is another pretty solid entry in Jon Pertwee's run. So far, I have yet to see a bad episode with him, which is awesome, and I'd love for that to continue, but we'll see about that. In this story, there's basically this device which is supposed to basically remove the negative or evil impulses from a person and effectively make them a better human being. And this naturally doesn't go fully to plan, as we find out relatively quickly that people are dying from this device. And the scenes with the Keller machine can get a little bit over the top, but that's classic Who at times. If you can roll with that, then you'll probably enjoy this one, and if not, then you might not. And this story, like I said, is pretty solid. It's very enjoyable, and something that helped with this is Roger Delgado as the Master, who I did not know was going to be in this one, and was delightfully surprised to find out played a big role in it. He really does a lot for this serial because it is a six-parter, and those can drag, but he really helps to make this one engaging and entertaining. And this story could have easily been 4 parts, and it probably would have been better for it, but it still works at 6 parts, although it's probably just a little bit slower than it needed to be. Jon Pertwee is really good in this. I thoroughly enjoy him as the Doctor, and at this point, there's probably not much that's going to change about that.
Now's our chance.
We slip out by the hospital and through the rear
I
courtyard.
didn't mean our chance to escape, Joe. I meant our chance to get into that process chamber and deal with that machine once and for all. No, thank you. You were trying to use those things. They only make me nervous.
Jo is, I don't know, she's kind of useless. She mostly just stands there saying things we already know, but she's not horrible. I don't know. She grew on me a bit at points, but then she fell backwards as the story continued. I really don't know how to feel about her, but I will say that I'm definitely missing Liz. The Brigadier is fine, he has entertaining moments, but there's not much to add about him. He's hanging around. I'm going to have a small spoiler section, so skip ahead to the time shown on screen if you do not want any spoilers for the serial, but if you're sticking with me, then let's keep talking. So this story shows Unit getting pretty easily destroyed again, which is not my favorite thing to see because obviously they can't be perfect, they have to be somewhat vulnerable, but it feels like they just keep getting so easily overtaken by these people from the prison. But I suppose it's somewhat made up for by how much better they do at the end. I don't know, still, Unit I feel has yet to be presented the way that I personally feel is best for these stories, because as is, they're a bit of a mixed bag, and a lot of the time it just feels like they're not actually that useful. One thing I like is that the Master kind of wins in this one. He makes it out with the TARDIS dematerialization circuit, and while he hasn't blown anybody up, he still won this time around, and I think that's kind of cool to have the villain actually win. Even in, a relatively small stakes way, he gets out in the end and survives.
But one day, I will destroy this miserable planet, and you along with it. Goodbye, Doctor. Oh, by the way, enjoy your exile.
Also, I love once again the scenes of the Master and the Doctor working together, although in this case the Doctor is being forced to, but I still love those scenes and I think they're great.
Right. Excuse me. Oh. Would you mind bringing that plug with you, please?
Oh, right.
And the coil.
Yep.
Overall, I found The Mind of Evil to be an engaging and entertaining story, largely held up on the merits of Jon Pertwee and Roger Delgado. Although longer than it needs to be, this serial was still thoroughly enjoyable and left me satisfied. I found this to be quite a good one, and I'm going to give The Mind of Evil a rating of 7.75 out of 10. And that does it for today, everybody. Be sure to let me know what you thought about this one down below if you so wish. I do hope to see you around this upcoming Sunday for a ranking video, which I will not spoil yet, but you're going to get that in 1 week's time. And the week after that, on Sunday, I will be bringing you a review of the Claws of Axos. So I hope you join me around for one or both of those, but if not, that is absolutely fine, so long as you know that I appreciate your time here today. And with that said, thank you very much for watching, take care, and have a lovely week.